Saturday, March 15th, we'll see the return to the ring of Austin Ammo Williams as he takes on Patrice Volny. These two middleweights are headlining a card that will be broadcast from Orlando, Florida. The Caribe Royale is where the fight will be held. Williams is quite an enigma in the sport of boxing. He's a fighter that Dazn and Matchroom have tried to bring along, but he's starting to become an older fighter now. He's already 28 years of age, and he's taking on a Canadian in Patrice Volny, who has a recent win over Stephen Butler going back to June of 2024. Now, in November of 2024, Williams bounced back from a June loss to Hamza Shiraz that was a part of a fight card over in Riyadh season, where he was stopped by Shiraz in a fight where many thought that he was the favorite. Now, like I said, in November he came back against Gian Garrido and he got a victory there. But Williams is in a particular place where he needs to get it together. These two will fight, and I'm telling you, it may be a pick'em. When you think about Volny, his record is 19-1 with 13 KOs. And he's a tall, rangy fighter. He reminds me a little bit of some fighters of the past like Maurice Blocker. He's gangly and he boxes pretty well. But we don't know enough about him because a lot of his fights have been not televised. But his victory over Stephen Butler was something that I had a chance to witness, and he boxed very well. He's a good body puncher, and he looks like a guy that may have a little spirit in him, but he's 35 years of age. Now, Williams has to understand that they're putting this fight together for him to have an opportunity to be successful and get back into contention. Will that happen for him? We just don't know, but it's an opportunity. The southpaw is going to have to be focused, and he can't be wide open as he had been against Shiraz. I'm calling it now. If he hasn't taken care of those missteps, being wide open, telegraphing his punches, leading in with his chin, this Patrice Volny may be able to take advantage of that. And that's something that's not going to feel good once he catches those shots coming in. And there's something else that is familiar about Volny's style. He may be a lot similar to Hamza Shiraz. And if Williams isn't prepared to correct the mistakes he made against Shiraz, we could see a repeat of things here. But I haven't seen enough of Volny to know exactly what he has as far as competing at a higher level. Sometimes these fighters that fight in small venues and kind of out of the way places, they don't necessarily bring what's needed when it's time for that step up. Rare is the fighter that says, oh, this is an opportunity for me, and so I must seize it. And there are fights on the undercard here where we will see some familiar faces as well. Edgar Berlanga is in this card, and he's taking on Jonathan Gonzalez Ortiz from Puerto Rico. Now, the last time we saw Berlanga was in September of 2024 when he lost a unanimous decision to Saul Canelo Alvarez. Berlanga was dropped in that fight as well. This will be his first comeback, and we don't know how he's going to fare. His opponent, Ortiz, is 35 years of age. He has a record of 20-0-1 with 16 KOs. But fighting out of Puerto Rico, we don't know if he's got something to really challenge Berlanga. And we do know that Berlanga, when challenged, doesn't necessarily respond to pressure very well. He's bitten opponents in the ring. He's fouled in the ring. He was on a little bit of better behavior against Canelo, but he still brought in a body that was over 200 pounds when he faced Canelo as well, being a super middleweight. So, Berlanga and his record is 22-1 now with 17 KOs. He's 27 years of age. His nickname, the Chosen One, is under question because we don't know what he chooses to do with his career. I'm of the belief that he kind of rested on his laurels a little bit after the Canelo fight due to an economic windfall that has changed his quality of life. But we're going to find out. And if Ortiz decides to challenge him, it would be the best thing, because we need to see these young men turn a corner as far as competing. Also on the card will be Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz is taking on a gentleman by the name of Yomar Alamo, and he's also from Puerto Rico. Now, Ortiz, we've seen him in the ring against the likes of Teofimo Lopez and Vasil Lomachenko and Jamel Herring. Now, that's a pretty good resume of opponents because he only has 2 defeats in his record of 18-2 with 1 draw. He has 9 KOs. He's 28 years of age now. His nickname, the Technician, he's going to have to show that in this fight against his opponent in Alamo, because Alamo's record is 22-3 with 1 draw with 13 KOs. Now, he is looking for an opportunity, I can tell, in this fight. And Ortiz is going to have to turn back that challenge. If he's going to be able to do it and be successful, that remains to be seen. But all in all, it's going to be an interesting affair. Now, he lost a split decision to Liam Perro, and that was in December of 2021. And we know that Perro went on to win a decision. Now, he also lost a fight directly after that to the man who defeated Liam Perro recently, Richardson Hitchens. So let's just say that Alamo has experience, and experience can go a long way sometimes. And he's 30 years of age, only 2 years older than Ortiz. So as we see these fighters come together for this card, it's going to be a tale of who's ready to rise to the occasion. I'm not so certain that the favors in this particular card will all come out on top. I believe that there might be an upset, if not 2. And that will put us in a position to really have something to rave about. Also is another fight on the card, Jose Roman Vasquez. He from Puerto Rico with a record of 14 and 1 with 6 KOs. Now, he's coming in to face Jalil Hackett. Now, Jalil was a fighter that people were looking at, and then he had a stumble. His record presently is 9-1 with 7 KOs. But has he decided to change things up? Because that decision that he lost, a split decision, was against Vasquez, and that was in December of last year. He's gonna have to turn it around. Can he do it? Vengeance could be set up, or it could be a repeat scenario. This fight bears watching because it's a quick turnaround for a rematch, and Hackett, would like to right his wrongs. Overall, a very good fight card with mid-level fighters that need to take that next step or get back into contention. And I look forward to that, because when you have fights like this, you can end up being pleasantly surprised. Guys can always bring something that you didn't expect. And I kind of expect something to happen on this card. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about the fighters on this card and how you see things shaping up. Do you expect that upsets like myself? Or do you expect things to pretty much go the way forecast? Leave comments and let's discuss further. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.